Right, guys, we are going to do a little bit of a get to know us, super chilled chat, basically to intro these two, Lily and Kelsey, who are we're basically the new team Undivided. So I wanted to do a little bit of a sit down just so you can get to know us a bit better and kind of what we're going to be doing going forward. So yeah, I'm excited for this. So essentially, before we kind of get to know these two a bit more, our mission at Undivided is to help girls take results to the next level, and not only looking at kind of physique development, because obviously we work with girls like from a lifestyle perspective, helping them do the photo shoots through like the team photo shoots that we do as well. We've obviously got you know, we've got the girls that are competing as well, so we've got all the physique side of things, but then we've also got all the work we do around like education, around the mindset side of things. There's kind of a lot of different things that come into it alongside just the physique stuff, and our goal really is to help girls take their results to that next level. So that's exactly what these two are going to be doing. And not only that, but we've also got the community launching as well, which is going to help girls get into bodybuilding and basically have somewhere that brings together like knowledge, community and more positivity within females basically trying to be their best and take things to the next level. So there's a lot going on at the minute, but these two, we've got Lily, who competed for the first time last year and is going to be helping girls basically get potentially into bodybuilding a bit more, or kind of get started with things a bit more. And then we've got Kelsey, who is going to be working more so with girls around improving their relationship to food, post-show if you are competing, and just general kind of mindset work. So I'm really excited for this. We're going to do a bit of a deep dive into who you are, background, etc. so everyone can get to know you guys a bit more.
So I first competed in 2015, which is
a long time
ago. A long time. A long time ago.
I was 14.
I was
That
21.
is mad.
I was 21, so it was bikini junior.
How did you get into bodybuilding?
I started the gym in 2014. I just became obsessed since I started the gym.
Why did you start?
Because my mum had a gym membership and she invited me to go, and since I went I just became obsessed. So I used to do all the classes, I used to do all of the kind of typical gym standard classes, and my mum would also go with me, so we'd do it together.
Oh, that's cute.
So we do it together. My mum's my best friend, so we just do everything together. So we used to train together, and I had horses at the time, so I used to compete like all over the country and do show jumping BSJ.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I'd have my 9 to 5, I'd have my job, I'd have school because I was even younger at this point. I was at school, so I'd have college, and then I would go from college to the farm, ride my horse, muck out my horse, and then it'd be like 8 PM, then we'd go to the gym, train, do a class. So I was very active. So I'd do the horse and I'd do the gym, so I'd train like at least 4 times a week, do my horse every day, and that was another thing that I was committed, like, I had to do. I left school, had a year out doing show jumping with the horse, so I did that like full time all over the country. Jesus. Worked as a host in Latasca in the Trafford Centre, which isn't even there anymore.
Wow.
It's like Archie's or some Barbarito or something like that. Did that, and then I started doing my chartered accountancy exams.
Yes.
So I was going to go uni, didn't want to move away from home, didn't want to leave my mum, didn't want to leave, so I'd got a full-time job, and I was also training to be a chartered accountant. Yeah. That took like 4 years. Oh. So while I was doing that, I always knew I wanted to compete, like, again, because I competed in 2021. But because I was doing my chartered accountancy exams, they literally just took over. So, not took over, but if you compete, you have to put 100% in, you have to be able to commit, and I knew how much obviously goes into competing. Yeah. So I've made sure that when I competed again, like, I was so fully like engaged, because when I was doing my exams I had to be studying, and that was just massive. Yeah, so I qualified in 2018, and then I worked for a few years, got my house, signed up with Dan, 2020.
Mad.
Dan
We
the
started
man.
with Dan around the same time, actually,
It's
then.
been like 4 years.
Yeah.
Did you have a
Absolute
coach
madness.
before Dan?
No.
Did you go on stage, just done it yourself?
I had someone help me for a couple of weeks before show.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, I had someone who helped me like prepare a little bit further out, and also like into the show had someone else who was like just giving me a diet. Like I don't know how I just trusted them with it, but give me a diet, and then I just did that. And
Wow.
UK BFF bodybuilding's like so much it's so different now. Like
Yeah.
bodybuilding back then in 2000
Wasn't very well known, was it, really?
No. In 2015, if you went to the gym, even just goes to the gym, that was seen as being a bit weird. Whereas
Yeah.
now if you don't go to the gym,
Yeah.
it's seen weird. And if you
Yeah.
competed back then, you had another arm or another leg, because that was just a complete, like, unheard of thing to do. And now it's just a really common thing to do, which is
Yeah.
madness. But back then it was a bit more of a niche thing.
Yeah. And then you got your pro card. When did you get your pro card?
2021. So I signed up with Dan, knew I wanted to compete again, signed up with Dan in 2020, and then we did an off season,
Yeah.
and then I did my first prep in 2021.
Right.
And I was ready early because I was originally going to do September, but then he was like, Kels, we just need to do a show and it's July, so
Oh, wow.
let's just go. And then I competed at the Northwest in July 2021, qualified for the finals, and
Yeah.
got a pro card at the finals that year.
Okay.
So it was just a bit like mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it happened.
Mm.
And then we did the 2021 season up to September, October.
Yeah.
Came off season again for a couple of months. It wasn't really an off season, to be honest. And then we did the universe in May 2022. And I went off season properly then. So I was off season up to 2023. The years have just rolled into one.
A lot of competing,
And
basically.
I know. And then there was more shows in 2023. Did 4 shows in 2023. And then I come third in the world at the end of that season.
Wow.
So I won the NFM show. That was my first show. Second in the British. Second in the NFM Europeans. And third in the worlds. I've done that many shows, they've just all rolled into one. I don't know.
Exciting. And what about, so obviously smashed it with the competing side of things. What about the like the type of girls you want to work with?
So I love working with anybody who enjoys getting their relationship with food. So not so much enjoys, but girls who maybe have issues with relationships with food, because personally, from having no coach for a very, very long period of time before getting with Dan, I went through quite a lot myself with like issues with food, issues around food, overcoming those issues. I've tried every single diet under the sun. I've done fasting, I've done keto diets, I've tried all sorts, like literally on myself. I know obviously what works for me, but I also know how hard it can be sometimes mentally to be on a diet and to know what the right thing to do, and it's so confusing because there's so many conflicting things. If you Google something or if you look something up, there's one website telling you this is the best way, and there's someone else telling you no it's not, that's the worst way, and there's so many things that's conflicting. It's as if I've been in all of that and then I've now come above it and I can just see the bigger picture. And because I've had the issues with food and overcome them myself, I just feel like I'm really passionate about helping anyone else who might be in that situation. Because when I competed the first time and then I did my post show, I didn't have a coach, I just did that myself. So basically just stayed shredded as hell for a long, long, long time. So I guess I've kind of learned the hard way what not to do. It's so easy to basically read what to do and what not to do, because there's so many things that tells you and conflicts, but realistically it's not that simple. Like, obviously everybody's so different.
Because I feel like you're like a really positive person and you're like always excited to get out of bed in the morning and get up.
Yeah.
So I feel like from a perspective of, you know, helping people with a relationship with food.
The guys just stood there like...
like helping people with like the health side of things, but then also with their mindset as well.
I'm super, super, super passionate about helping people with the mindset, because I genuinely wake up every morning and I'm so happy with life, and it makes me feel so grateful for like everything I have, but I also want to share that, and I want people to understand as well like how good things can be in life, rather than looking at what they've not got, thinking about what they have got. But in terms of me, oh, I got confused.
Oh, I just think it's really cute.
In terms of like me feeling good, I want everybody to be able to feel good as well. Like, I find it really hard sometimes to understand why people can't be grateful. Not that they're ungrateful, but why people are unhappy sometimes when they've got such a good life and things that are like right and positive, and they don't maybe appreciate it. So sometimes it's just about actually stopping and thinking like, wow, everything is actually so good, but people just need to be shown sometimes.
Yeah. And given a bit more direction with it maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit more direction. Like, I'd love to be able to like share my happiness with other people, because there's nothing more that makes me happy than when like my friends and my family and everybody around me is happy.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a super random question? You know, when you were a kid, what did you want to be?
I never knew.
Oh.
I never knew what I wanted to be, and I still don't.
Totally
Don't have a clue. I didn't think I wanted to be an accountant, but here I am. And even, to be honest, even after qualifying with my ACA as a chartered accountant, I actually thought, I don't want to work in an office from 9 to 5. What have I done that for 5 years for?
Yeah.
But I think because I'm so dedicated and committed to things I do, I was like, I am finishing this no matter what.
Yeah.
And then I actually finished it and I thought, ooh, I want to be a coach. No,
and here we are.
I've been a coach for years, like on the side, as to, I have my job, like my full-time sort of job with regards to my account stuff, but I've always coached and I've always done that as well, and that's something that I'd love that to be my full-time job, but I've never been able to kind of have the stability from that side of my income to be able to do it as a full-time job. So maybe one day, who knows?
Exciting times. Amazing.
I'm back to front. I just decided that while I'm not stable anyway, I might as well just keep it that way and start from the bottom to the top. So
From the bottom now.
I got no kids, I got no house.
You're a little bubba.
Yeah, so
Give us an intro then.
I'm Lily. Hi. I've only competed for 1 year. I started last year as a figure competitor. When I initially went to my coach, I was like, I want to do wellness. And she was like, okay, five like days a week, and I was like, absolutely not. So we went with figure. I do toned figure because I'm dizzy. And I'm going to do my next season this year.
Nearly starting prep.
A week tomorrow.
Wow. How did you get into competing? Like, were you like already training before? Like, how did you get into the gym?
So when I was younger, my mum has always ran. My dad does Ironman.
Yeah.
Do you know what they are? He does them. And my dad competed when he was younger. And like when I was younger, I used to love like Rocky and everything. I've got a Rocky tattoo on my arm. Loved Rocky.
That's so cute.
And then when I was in high school, I won't really use the word bullied, but I was picked on a lot because I was an ugly little kid.
Oh.
So I was picked on. And my dad was like a big, scary man.
Yeah.
And I'd go in and be like, kids in school are nasty. Anyway, so then I always wanted to like know how to protect myself. I've still never protected myself. I'm the biggest wuss ever. I'm like too nice. But I always wanted to like protect myself. So, and my dad had competed when he was younger. So I was literally like at the gym doors waiting until I was legal to go in. So I started in Everlast and I had to be 14.
Yeah.
And I think I signed up on like my 14th birthday, was in the gym and started lifting weights. And I was training with my dad for years. I used to get picked on then for training with my dad. He was like, you train with your dad and post on Instagram. Like if you go back on my Instagram, it literally is that old from when I'm like 14.
That's so cute.
And then I don't know, everyone in school was either like pretty or was this or was that, and I was like, well, I'm gonna bodybuild, and people were like, and then boom.
And here we are.
Now
I hope you're watching. And then I just was like, well, my mum ran, my sister done gymnastics and swimming,
Yeah.
my dad done Ironman, can't run, can't cycle, can't swim. Tried to dance, I'd done musical theatre for years, thought I was going to do that for the rest of my life. Well, I'm a really bad dancer. I can act and I can sing, but I really can't dance.
Neither can I.
So I was like, I need something.
Yeah.
So I was
Do you
lifting
know,
weights, having
in
arm
my
wrestles in
whole-
school.
My whole high school, it's called high school, that's an American word, isn't it?
No.
In all of my GCSEs, I got straight A's, stars and A's, apart from dance I got a B, and I was fuming because I went to a sports college. I didn't even want to take dance, it was compulsory.
Was it?
So they made me take it and it was my only B. I was like, I don't even want it, just take it back.
I can't remember what I got.
Do
in
you not
dance.
want straight A stars apart from dance because I could not dance?
As if they make you do dance. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
They didn't
You
make
had-
me do that.
You had to pick a sport because it was a sports college.
Right.
Because I didn't want to be outside because I'm always cold. The only one that you could do that was indoors was dance.
I think we
So-
had to do PE or dance, I think.
Yeah, so I picked
think
dance
we
because it
tried
was
it.
warmer.
I hated PE. Do you know what?
That is
Like,
actually brilliant.
it's crazy because I never swam, I can't run, like I've never been a fit
Yeah.
person. Like getting into fitness, I had to force myself
Yeah.
into it. Like I was straight as like a just
Yeah.
big straight line, never had
Yeah.
bum. Like everything I built, I was dead skinny, scrawny
Yeah, I
kid.
know
I had to like
straight
build
Yeah.
from
Great
scratch.
for years. My life's goal
Yeah.
was to have quad. I feel like at 10 years later I've accomplished my life.
Sometimes I think if I've been training since I was 14 and I only look like this now, how long is it going to take me to get to where I need to be?
Yeah, but look back at how far you've come.
God.
No, I know.
How,
And
so
now I've
how
got the
long,
right
how many
tools.
years have you competed for then?
Full year.
Not compete. How many years have you trained for?
Since I was 14.
So
So,
like 8 years.
yeah, so I was always in the gym for that long. But like, I still get Snapchat memories that are like me ab workout and it's like 10 ab exercises.
I get
with, like,
them.
a
When you
minute
look back
long.
at your photos and you've seen like,
and you're like,
your
what
abs,
was I doing?
your ab circuits on your,
Oh,
on your
God.
photos, yeah.
Or me banded glute.
Yeah,
glute
I used to
bands.
do, when I was getting into my training, I just used to do like hit circuits, like before I got into weight training. So this was when I was like probably 20, 21, and I just used to do like hit circuits that were like box jumps, burpees, sled pushes. I just used to do circuits like that.
Oh, CrossFit,
And,
yeah.
like legs, bums and tums classes.
Yeah,
That's like,
body pump.
yeah, body pump. Feel like you've literally just done the best workout ever.
Yeah,
And then I think last year I done it to like prove a point. Plus I love training.
yeah.
That's like my main thing. And then I was like,
You were like, I'm in.
yeah, I was like, do I go back? But this went like the whole time. I think I got to the end of prep and I was like, I don't need to do this. Like I've proved my point.
I
I've
don't
done
need to do it anymore.
But when I done like all the stage stuff, obviously because of like the MT
Yeah.
background and everything, and because we're figure girls and we get to do a routine,
Yeah.
that all came back to me. And I was
So
on stage.
how
and I was
did
like,
you like know competing existed? Like what made you
Your dad.
realise? Your dad opened you up.
Yeah,
to,
so
like,
he done it when he was 18 once. He definitely lives through me because he's like, I wish I'd just stuck to it and now
so
you
he
do it.
comes to the shows as well.
Yeah, he's like the biggest voice.
Oh,
in the
that's
whole
cute.
room. It's
See, it wasn't even that common. Like I never knew about competing. It was
Yeah,
it was literally just somebody in the gym who was like, "Oh, I think you do all right
Yeah.
competing," and then I'd be like, "What's that?" You just don't.
I
yeah.
always said I was going to do it, but I didn't know the first
You
thing
just don't
about
see
it.
it
I was just
now.
like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And then it was, I knew it was always like, I'm saying it, but I'm probably not going to do it. But when I was saying it, I always thought it was just like these big beefy
Yeah,
women.
I get you.
I never knew that there was
I
like
think it used to be
bikini.
more like that, and then it became like developed
Pageant-y.
into more
Yeah.
bikini,
Yeah.
and more into figure and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
more of that.
And you're now working with girls who are kind of early stages of the fitness journeys, because
Yeah.
you have got a couple of girls who are like getting ready to compete, but
Yeah.
it's not just competitors, is it either? It's just like maybe younger girls that are a bit lost, like you've literally been through that journey of like not really knowing what you were doing and now getting to this level, so you can like help other girls go through kind of a similar journey that you went through.
Yeah, I feel like I resonate with like really young girls because, oh, this sounds really bad, but it's very close to my age. Like babies,
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm still a baby really when I look at it in the big picture, even though I hate to admit it. So like I've got a client who's 17 and she wants to compete, and when I started, like I've just said, I just thought it was big beefy women. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know how serious you had to take the posing.
Yeah.
I remember when I done my first posing lesson with Nikita and I was like, oh my god.
I think one
like,
thing with posing, it's developed as well. Like it didn't used to need to be as good, because like when I competed, oh god, you should have seen the posing. And compared to now, I would have been left off stage if I'd posed how I did then. Now, but it's more like another developed thing that everybody's good at it, so everybody's got to be better at it. And everybody's doing it, so it's hard. It's like one of the main parts of competing as well that you probably underestimate.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just nice to guide her and be like, don't wait till last minute to do poses,
just getting a good foundation in place.
Yeah. And just other girls who are just starting to train and are like, I don't know where to start.
Yeah, because you don't have to compete either. Like you can still love your training and train well and fuel yourself properly and like develop so much without even going down that route.
Yeah, and I think people think that, well, I'm only just getting into it, so we don't need a coach yet. But there's so much stuff that I wish if I'd have just started like that, then I'd have been so much further now. So anyone who's thinking about competing or getting really fit or anything like that, please just start now.
Yeah.
Get a coach now, because you'll regret it. Because then you'll have the like right tools and you'll have the right foundations to just hit the ground running.
100%. So if you want to get to know any of us anymore, you can give us a follow on Instagram. You can book calls with us as well if you think you want to work with either of us, any of us. You can click the links. I'll pop the links down in the description as well. And yeah, we'll be back soon.
Share the happy vibes, guys.